Hey folks, this is Ted Cantu coming at you from the mean streets of Detroit, Michigan, and this is where I am currently for the time being. We're going to go back on the road here pretty soon and roll out some new projects. I want to talk to you guys out there today about a very specific topic that's come up through our office, and I've been picking up quite a few clients in this area recently, and it's been pretty interesting. I want to talk about companies out there who are either victims on the web, or if anyone has actually slammed your name or your credibility all over the web. Unfortunately, this happens quite often. I've got enemies out there too, and it gets really petty after a while to try to, actually debate over, different various opinions that you may have. I'll write something about a book that I've read. I may not like it. Someone else comes along and just flames my post, tries to go out of their way to discredit me as a company or as a business owner. Maybe they are attacking your academic credentials. There's a possibility out there that, possibly you're actually making more and more negative publicity than you'd like to. Maybe you have a whole crop of employees who have turned their back on your company and did a mass exodus. They go on Facebook or Twitter and they just slam your company to the ground. And it could be a court case too. Could be a real sensitive matter in the courts that you're dealing with, and you're going to pick up negative press, and you need someone to really come out there and kind of repave the road, so to speak. And those are the kind of requests that have been coming in as we go deeper and deeper into this internet age. So I'm actually more or less kind of rewriting the book as it is for PR Web 2.0. And if you type in PR Web 2.0 in Michigan, I'm on there actually numerous times, and it's quite interesting. So you need a friend on your side who understands the internet and the web much in the same way that I do, to go in there and really have a journalistic edge to them, so they can go and really clean things up in a quick and fast manner. So that's what I have been up to. Anyway, you're listening to another episode of the Online Money Machine Show, and we moved our show off of Podomatic.com. And in fact, you can get the classic episodes at my site, which is www.tedcantu.com. And you can always log on and see all the old episodes that we did, the old classic search engine optimization shows that we used to do. I used to be on that station for quite a while. I was on there with Mr. SEO out of New York, and of course the Internet Marketing Training Center out of Canada. And those are kind of our glory days, back in the golden age of podcasting. And I don't know where those people are today, but I've actually left and did my own show virally. So I'm not actually paying any fees for what I do. I just go online and do my show, and I blast it out virally. So I'm living in a lot of different corners of the web, and I'm actually more accessible that way, because everything's tagged with keywords. So it's kind of cool. Everything has its own point and place, but we're not on Podomatic anymore, so we're reaching a more global audience. I'm the guy who built 13,400 links in just a few months. Now, that might seem sort of outrageous for some of you. I do a lot of corporate stuff too, and I see what you guys do out there on your websites. You might have 500 links. You might have 8 links. I get a lot of this kind of stuff too. Or you might have, under 1,000 links. And we're talking about corporations that are doing business online. And it's just amazing to me how you guys can stay afloat that way, Of course, we're to be fair, a lot of companies do have a lot more assets than just online ability. They may have a huge list of human capital resources they can tap into, or a lot of partnerships and alliances, and of course those are really, really great too. But when you're making your thumbprint online, it's always nice to have a lot of links, to it. And that's what we do. We build links for corporations, companies, startups. We also help offset the expense of advertising, traditional advertising, such as, you've got your television stations, newspapers, radio, and TV. And that's the old way of doing things. That's the old traditional way. New media is much better because we're looking at things like, websites, blogs, RSS feeds, news readers, and then you got podcasts, web video commercials, viral web video, wiki pages, press releases, mini sites, microblogs, YouTube videos, online presentations, social directories, social bookmarking, social sites, hubs, ping sites, and news review sites, and much, much more. Of course, I'm actually reading this off our new flyer, but all of you guys out there should have this memorized, because as we said in the book, The 30-Day Business Makeover, there's actually 9 families of actual search engines out there that you should be aware of. And what we do is we just plug you into all those 9 families of search engines. So when they type in, let's say, fence, Michigan, if you're a Michigan fence company, like my guys over here in, Veterans Fence, they're going to pop up number 1, number 2, right on Google. If you sell Invisalign dental services, you're going to pop up on Google once again, page 2, 3, or 4. We're going to pepper the whole pages with news items of your company. I was really glad to find out that I just did this for a brand new website release out of Stamford, Connecticut, actually, where it was for the Rosograph Heitland cosmetic people. And we're actually getting a lot of really nice rankings off of all 20 of their product lines. And those are viral commercials. You got to keep in mind, too, that this stuff that we're doing is actually pretty cool, because my guys in Rosograph.com, they import their products from Germany. Okay, so they don't have a whole lot of competition in this country, and these are very little known brands. So getting the word out can be very costly if you're just relying on, hiring a staff of people, the cold call salons, and if you're trying to reach, people through direct mail or ads, it can be very expensive. So these guys did the smart thing, and they went viral with their marketing approach, and it worked out great for them. So those are really, really cool things to see. And you can see examples of that if you go to my website, which is tedcantu.com. That's www.tedcantu.com. All right, we're coming into about 8 minutes of the show. I am an ex-art director for the mean streets of Chicago and New York City. I am living here as a transplant right now in the Metro Detroit area, and I'm just kind of surveying where the economy is going and where the corporate needs are, and we are open for a challenge just about any time. Pretty cool stuff. We also shoot viral web video commercials. So we'll shoot like a little commercial for your company and blast those out just to spread the news out, the news and awareness of what you do as a company. Very, very good. You'll see in these pictures I wear boxing gloves. That's because I beat up search engines. I'm actually out there, and that was kind of an old throwback to the old Dan Kennedy stuff that I used to, partake in. And, of course, I studied with those guys for, way too long. But there you go. So what's really in the news also this week is, I just want to mention really quickly, we got into USA Today online twice in 1 week. And I'm pretty proud of that. And that was really a great thing. We did that in as little as 24 hours, just writing really great PR, Web 2.0 press releases and blasting those out. We have just as much leverage as the traditional press that's out there. And with the collapse of our 3 newspapers in the Metro Detroit area, this is really most significant. So those are really great things to keep in mind. You need to get a hold of me. Give me a call at 248-631-9211. That's 248-631-9211. Leave a message on my 800 number if you wish. That's 1-888-305-2532. That's 1-888-305-2532. This has been Ted Cantu, and you can always find me online at tedcantu.com. I want to thank you for watching me today. We'll be back with some more podcasts and some more testimonials and victories.